Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack. I call this as a Pyrrhic victory, but at least we can laugh at these fucking idiots. Because they are just useful idiots that they are losing their jobs and going out of business. Sweet Baby Inc. redesigned its website to remove a client and game list, as well as hits its work agenda. They took the site down for a moment. Sweet Baby Inc. redesigned its website to remove its client and game list in a parent attempt to hide its work agenda to potential clients. The website previously made it abundantly clear the company wasn't intending to inject work ideology into video games with an about use section that declared our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching. Yeah, it's just fucking propaganda. I'm not going to bother reading that, to be honest. It also featured the outreach section stated new and marginalized talent. Marginalized white people? Because they are being discriminated relentlessly by people from your side. I wonder. uh, Can change this industry if give the proper support. We want to provide this to all our outreach programs. They keep redefining words just to keep supporting their fucking bullshit. It also listed various projects the company has worked on, including Alan Walk 2, Sable, Battle Shapers, Spider Walk 2, God of War Ragnarok, as usual June. While these were featured games, you could navigate to the side projects page and discover more of the company's games, such as Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, The Crew Motor Fest, Sword of Midnight, Capes, and more. Furthermore, the company also shared a client list that included Xbox game studios, such as, well, the listed below, X-Bone Game Studios, Evil Lars, Sadly Valve, yeah, they did that. As much as, well, I enjoy Steam as a platform, when it comes to the developer side, yeah, I'm not trusting them at all. Boogie shit and, well, many more. Now these sections have all been removed and replaced. Now the company describes itself as an award-winning team of writers and narrative designers who help make stories better. With over 30 games shaped from AAA, indie and solo developers. We are not just constructors. We are storytellers who can take your project to the next level of bankruptcy. Don't forget, bankruptcy is there. So you can polish a tort just like what happened with Halo. You can polish a tort. Nowadays, it's a tort. You can polish and clean it and dress it, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a tort. So it's the case with Sweet Baby Inc. But what I know is maybe I'm just being a little nice there, but with their actions, they proved why we should never be nice to these kind of pieces of shit. So that's one thing. And people need to keep the reminder they really need to pay attention to this because, well, Sweet Baby Inc. is not the only one. Even if they go out of business, because eventually it will, they have many authors and they have connections with those same fuckers. So they are just going to keep injecting themselves in, either by proxy or just hiding behind the scenes in a next company to just keep doing what they love, destroying video games. That's why those companies are dead. When it comes to video games, yeah, do not support them. And this was shared by Mango Lawyer here. Look at how Sweet Baby operates. They aren't the problem, he says. Well, they are an extension of the real problem. Because he mentioned this, the real issue is stakeholders hiring them to sell out ESG. King shows how they push unqualified hires, protest people of color, and claim gaming isn't a meritocracy. This ain't capitalism, this is socialism. Yeah, I'm just going to play you this.
My answer was like, well, what happened to sourcing black writers for something like this? And the answer that was given to me was just like, well, we met some great black writers, but they didn't have the experience. They had all the talent, but not the experience in games. And so what I said was, well, would it be possible if, since we have the experience in games, could we take on some writers as subcontractors? Because essentially, what the client is looking for is authentic and representational work, and what these writers are looking for is experience on a job, and that's something I think we can provide. And so we began, once we had that kind of extra space and those extra contracts, to start sharing I say quote unquote wealth, because it was, we were still working on smaller contracts at the time, but we started bringing in folks who deserved a shot at it and who otherwise the studios might not bring in, but who, it assumes that the games industry is a meritocracy. It assumes that when you have a marginalized writer coming with a portfolio, what they need is a portfolio review to make sure their portfolio is good. But what happens when we assume instead that it's not a meritocracy? That there is racism, that there is sexism, that there is homophobia, there's transphobia.
And people still refuse to believe that we are living in modern day communism. This is the modern current day version of this fucking insanity. So again, even you're going to encounter them infiltrating in every single stuff. And to show you an example, mm, imagine this, or at least you probably encountered this, when they tell you you're going to cry for a fucking flag, and then you see them crying because of the fucking Israel Palestine shit, and every single time they use those arguments, some the most disingenuous arguments. It's appealing to triviality. That's the one that I was searching for. Appealing to triviality. This is the one that actually expose the modern day communists that you see on social media. So I'll appeal to triviality. I just got to read you this one quickly. A logical fallacy where someone involved in an argument says the issues being argued over doesn't matter. I have to add, or why would you care? Or are you gonna cry because of this insignificant stuff? Every single time they do this kind of play tricks in an attempt to shame not their opponents into giving up so that their sides can push their agenda unopposed. Easily countered by telling to shut up and go away if they don't actually care. Or I have a better one, post them lolly. They read so fucking hard when you post either lolly or any single Coney archive. They hate it, and that's the best part. You can push them, drive them out, push them and drive them out of internet. You just push the what, post them with what they hate, they read, and they what they read is just fucking significant, so such as drones, and these fucking tedious. Oh man, and well, it was related to a post of Hanna Barbera. Ah, they deleted, but well, that's just unrelated to my topic. That's all I wanted to share here with you for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a pretty good day, and please take care.